Today is the day. Yes, today is the day, and I am excited to finally be able to share with you all my strategic emotion chart. Now, I've spoken about this chart in the past, and the day has finally come for me to now share with you all what it is, who it's for, and how you can use it to bring growth into your own relationships, as well as build your own self-emotional awareness. The idea of this flowchart is to help us do 4 things. Number 1, generally, it'll help us to identify what emotions we are feeling. Number 2, it should also help us to identify why we're feeling the way we're feeling. Number 3, it'll help you decide if this is something that you want to discuss with your partner, and if so, when. Number 4, and this is perhaps the most important piece, it's going to help you to state your expectations to one another so that based on your previous findings, it can help you to communicate more effectively during emotional circumstances. Now, this is not always going to work perfectly. Sometimes you may not know what your expectations are for one another. Sometimes you may not know how you're feeling, what you're feeling, or why. And so this is not a perfect tool that's going to work every single day. But over time, if you use it gradually, this is something that's going to build your own emotional awareness muscles while simultaneously helping you to state your expectations clearly to one another so that you can learn how to communicate and treat each other while you're in particular emotional circumstances. So now I'm going to help walk you through how to use this chart. Hint, it's very easy to use. And my suggestion is to download this at the link that I'll provide to you, print it out, laminate it, and then use dry erase markers to mark on it every single day that you use it. So, starting with the first column, key emotions. This is basically a list of some key emotions that we usually feel on a day-to-day basis. It by no means is an all-encompassing list of all the emotions that we as humans feel and go through, which is why you can see in columns 2 and 3 with our possible mixed emotions and our emotional recipes, some formulas that can help you identify more complex emotions if that's something that you want to do. Moving along to the right in our 4th column, do you know why you're feeling the way you're feeling? If you do, you simply mark yes. If you don't, you simply mark no. Then moving into the 5th column, do you want to discuss it? This is simply to let your partner know whether this is something you want to discuss or not, which takes us to our 6th column, helping your partner understand when you want to talk about this, if you do. Then it moves right into the last column, again, probably the most important piece here, helping us to state our expectations for one another. A few examples are showing us more love, just letting me be alone for a certain amount of time, or maybe you know that whatever you're feeling is just a phase and you want everyone to act normally until you kind of get over it. There are many expectations that you can have, and so you have a lot of space here to write out what expectations you want for your partner so they can understand how to speak to you, how to treat you, or how to act themselves during this emotional circumstance. And so this is another chart that I wanted to share with you. This is not created by me. This was created by an organization called 6 Seconds. And basically it helps us to understand the complexity and the intensity of different emotions and how they connect to one another. So a brief understanding of how it works. You start from the center, and let's start with the emotion rage. As you move outward, the intensity of that emotion gets less and less. Rage is going to be the most intense form of that emotion. Anger is going to be a little bit less, annoyance a little bit less, and so on and so forth. Then if you look at the emotions that are put in between the 2 different spokes, such as rage and vigilance, you can start to see that there is a blend of emotions that happen as you move outward. So in between annoyance and as you move up, interest, you can have a blend of that giving you some form of aggressiveness. Now I want y'all to be able to use this chart if you want to help you further understand your own emotions if you are looking to identify it more and more clearly. Definitely something that can be of good use for your own self-emotional awareness. But my chart is simply to help you state your expectations to your partner so that you guys can have a mutual understanding and can help communicate more effectively during day-to-day life. And that's all I've got. If you have any questions about either of these charts and how to use them or what type of benefits that you should be seeing through their day-to-day use, please feel free to reach out to me. And I hope that they can come of some sort of benefit for you and your relationships. Until next time, thank you.